Hey there, it's me, Joshua, and I am coming to you with my vlog on week two, the completion of week two of my treatment of cancer, or being in cancer treatment. I'm not sure of the right words to say. So, anyway, I am going to try to document this journey as I go through it. Right now I'm feeling really good, and I am so grateful for that. I I shared last time just about the energy flowing. I'm telling you that energy is is powerful. The energy from you is extremely powerful, and I have been back at work, which work is very important to me. It's very personal for me. I'm so passionate about what I get to do. Um, so the thought of not being able to work um, and get to work with my fantastic team and our fantastic clients, that just, I think that was doing my head in. Anyway, I do feel supercharged. I realize that I'm not always going to feel that way, so I'm not like I've crushed it, but I feel extremely charged. Just to kind of give you an update, this week so this week didn't have my chemo machine that you got to see in my last video. I was disconnected from that, which really made a difference. It was almost like dragging that around just reminded me, you have cancer, you have cancer. So getting disconnected from that was a big deal in kind of not thinking about it as much. And I had radiation treatments every single day this week. And radiation treatment, I said this in the last video, you don't feel anything. For people who are going through cancer who don't have to do chemotherapy, radiation it just is nothing. It doesn't feel like anything like while it's going on. You think, again, I said this last time, you feel like it's going to be laser beams. It's not. It's actually quite boring. The hardest thing is making sure your bladder's full. And there's a whole world of, if unless you have experienced it, you don't know. But that piece it was hard. And then my oncologist, so you deal with kind of with anal cancer at least. Um, you deal with this triad, kind of like Charmed, the witches from Charm. So I have the rectal surgeon, I have an oncologist who deals with cancer, and then the radiologist who deals with the laser beams. So I've got this triad, and they're pretty badass, and they really make me feel super strong. But my so I'm doing the radiation every day. Oops, something dropped. I'm doing the radiation every day, and then this week, two times, the oncologist called in for me to have IV fluids, which is about 2 hours of time just sitting there watching TV, reading a book, or doing work because I am, I just do work all the time. No, I'll tell you, Mike and I were watching episodes of Catfish, which I really didn't watch that show before, but it's something that kind of is always on in the hospital. And I'm telling you, that show gets me going. I'm like, no, I do not need to meet this person that I've been talking to for 2 years. I am not in love with them, and they're not in love with me because I just called catfish on them. That kind of tells you something. Anyway, sorry, don't get me going on that. Um, anyway, so did the fluids. Again, you don't feel anything. But one of the things that I did experience this week is dry mouth. And they tell you dry mouth. So one of the medicines that you get, and I can't pronounce medicine, so I'm not going to do that. It's the one that makes your hair fall out. It's attacking the rapidly producing cells in your body, which that's why your hair goes, because that's a rapidly producing cell. That's why, it grows and you have to get it cut. But There's also those cells in your intestines, I believe in your stomach, and in your mouth, which never thought about that. So when they said, "Oh, you'll have dry mouth," I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I've had dry mouth before. That's okay. That's fine." No, this is like the Sahara. I am having to suck on lozenges that help with dry mouth. It is, I have never experienced anything like this. In fact, it almost feels, now I'm kind of coming off of it. It was just a few days ago that I started to feel that. It felt like I had just gone to the dentist and had dental work. So, and like my tongue was a little bit numb. It's like the Novocaine was wearing off. That's what it felt like. So I've had that, and I had a little bit of tummy issues, but we don't need to go there. But all in all, I feel super good, and I'm so grateful. My fellow Mike has been taking me to the doctor's appointment. He falls asleep in the chair. I don't even know why he's there. Like I don't need him to be there, but I'm pretty grateful that he's there. So many of my friends know that I love to sing. I sing badly, but I love to sing. And there's a couple of TV songs from the 80s that, oh my gosh, they rock my world. But one in particular I've always clung on to, and in particular right now I am clinging on to it, and it is the theme song to a show. And one of my friends sent me this shirt. It arrived today, but it came from Amazon. It didn't say who it came from. But can I just say, it did get me a little bit misty eyed. One day at a time. So, if you're not familiar with it, I'm going to try to do it for you. But I've also got the lyrics over here just in case I forget. Patti LaBelle does that too. If you really want to have a laugh, look up Patti LaBelle, Where's My Backup Singers on YouTube. It's hilarious. All right. This is it, this is it, this is life, the one you get, so go on and have a ball. This is it, straight ahead and rest assured you can't be sure at all. So while you're here, enjoy the view, keep on doing what you do, so hold on tight, we'll muddle through one day at a time. So up on your feet, somewhere there's music playing. We'll be having fun. Just take it as it comes, one day at a time, 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 one day at a time. Yeah. All right, I think I added in a lyric there, but let's just keep that between you and me. Anyway, I do feel super, super grateful and super, super powerful right now. Taking it one day at a time and just trying to share my journey with you. Well, I mean, maybe next week I won't feel like it. But thank you guys for the support. And until next time, just taking it one day at a time, right?